Welcome to 2-Minute Yoga. My name's Nicole Diavla, and we're continuing with our theme on stress reduction. And today's stress reduction is going to deal with stress that we can have because of social situations or relationships. So this is relationship yoga. And we are just hearing about there's a new documentary film out about bullying, very powerful, very important. Encourage people to check into that. And sometimes we think, especially as adults, if we're not experiencing bullying ourselves as adults, I think that's, a family problem or, not me, not my kids. But you'd be surprised at how often we as adults or as kids can feed into situations that create the bullying problems inadvertently without knowing it. And part of yoga helps us to become more aware and more connected so that we actually more easily, more naturally become part of the solution rather than either be the bystanders or as they say, the inadvertent supporters of some bullying that goes on that we might not even actually really be aware of what is the consequence that might be for another person. And our yoga practice can also, if you or your children or somebody you know of experiencing bullying and those, or and also just as I say, it's relationships too, just feeling this unequalness or feeling disconnected. It's all very, very related. What yoga does, and we're going to do some practices today that will really help tune this in, is it works on developing and stimulating different parts of the brain. And I talk a lot about the prefrontal lobes that the yoga is very good with. It stimulates the dopamine, the feel-good hormones. It stimulates the higher brain function and good decision making. But it also, just back there, this, I think it's the singular ungulate, forgive me if I don't have quite the right term, but just behind there, it's another section of our brain that helps us to feel more connected with the rest of the world. So when we are bullied or we feel isolated, we don't feel connected with the people around us. We don't feel that good connection with our environment, in our relationships. So what yoga does is it helps to stimulate that part of the brain that gives us this stronger feeling of connection. When we have those positive feelings of connection, we're less likely to be a bully, to support a bully, or be bullied, because we have this strong sense of self and connection that we are able to deal with it better. So if we're bullied and we need to deal with that, and it's and it's not, I'm not saying it's blame or anything, but if we can handle these bullying situations in a proactive way, in a more calm and centered way, then we can more easily stop the bullying that's happening to us or that we're aware of that's happening to other people. It's so key, it's so important. And from that place of connectedness, we're more likely to reach out. For kids, if they feel more connected, they're going to reach out to the adults in their world that are going to help support them to help get rid of the bullying, because it's often something we can't do, especially if you're a kid, teenager. We can't stop the bullying on our own. We need to reach out to our network. So if we don't feel connected, we're so much less likely to reach out and get the help and support that we need. Same thing with adults. Same thing. We need to get some support and help. We feel disconnected. We're not likely to do that, and the negative situation can continue. So the great news is yoga can help us with that feeling connected part, and it's also a great stress reducer. So let's get started. I know I talked a little extra long today, but it's a really important topic. So if you're coming to this a little later, the practice is going to be in the video just above. All right, we'll see you there.